All right, so first one, it says huge controversy with the split draw. What next? Grasso, Shevchenko 3, the trilogy, or Blanchfield or Fiorot? Fiorot, I believe that's the French girl that beat Togros in that Paris card. Yeah, so I watched this fight in the morning, and to be honest, I think the Shevchenko Grasso, uh, first of all, amazing crowd. When these happens, like when the UFC try to do like shows that are targeted for like a particular nationality, there is extra passion regarding the crowd and how crazy it sounds. This happened in the T-Mobile Arena. But I don't know how the UFC, even though it's the Mexican independence, I don't know how they got to sell tickets just to the Mexican fans because it kind of felt like they were fighting in Mexico. I don't know how that happened. Maybe you have to show your Mexican nationality before they sell the ticket to you, or the Mexicans just swarmed the ticket website when the ticket came out. I really have no idea how they made it feel like it's actually in Mexico. We'll discuss more on Mexico and the UFC, but it was an amazing atmosphere. The crowd obviously were behind Grasso. Shevchenko came in looking to get her title back. So this was an incredible fight. This had more fun than we thought. It had more fun that we anticipated it to be. But I'm going to call your attention to the fight card. All right, so I have the fight card in the screen for our audio listeners. Uh, Here is where it gets interesting. So, Judge Junichiro Kamijo scored this contest 48-47 for Grasso. That's a champion. Sal D'Amato scored the fight 48-47 for Shevchenko. And Mike Bell scored the fight 47-47 for a split draw, basically. This is something that cannot be defended. Uh, if the UFC and the judges are not two separate entities, I would have been like there was an audible that was called because there's no way, there's no way that that fifth round was a 10-8. I feel like Mike Bell probably thought, no, man, I cannot make an excuse for this guy. I cannot make an excuse. It's just incredibly ridiculous. So here's what you guys should pay attention to. First round, according to Mike Bell, first round, he gave Valentina the round 10-9. I believe all of us in our scorecard, we did the same. Second round, Grasso took that round, mostly because of the knockdown. We would give that away. The third round, it was clearly one-sided. Shevchenko. I believe all the judges got this right. Now here is where the problem came in the fourth round. The fourth round was one of the closest fourth round you'd ever see. And to be honest, from my own point of view, I actually did give the fourth round to Shevchenko. Um, a lot of people, I think this is where emotion come in hand. If that fourth round, you will judge it according to who you like the most. Basically, oh, I want Shevchenko to win, and then I assume that she got that fourth round, but it was very close. It was this close, and the fifth round, yes, Shevchenko fought for the first 3 minutes, dominating for the first 3 minutes, and then she tried to do like a was it like she tried to like do a trip takedown and then ended up to be in the bottom of it, I believe, and then there was like some heavy ground and pound. Yes, that happened. But in no sense, in my whole experience being an MMA fan, I'm not gonna say being a fighter, there's no way you would look at that fifth round and be like, that is a 10-8. You could even maybe look at the second round and be like, oh, Grasso, 10-8. It wouldn't make sense too, but that could be something that you could actually do. But the the fifth round wasn't that close, wasn't that far apart. It wasn't one sided dominated. So this comes down to a lot of conversations that have been had in the past that judges should come out and defend their scorecards. And I would love to hear what Mike Bell would say. Obviously, we wouldn't get to hear that. But JC Dunaway said he also had the fight 3 to Valentina Shevchenko. Please, if you're watching, you feel free to drop your comments about what you thought the card, how you scored the fight, basically. Um, yeah, so now let's talk about what is going to happen going forward. I think this isn't settled. We need a trilogy. And I don't think this would be one of those situations where Brandon Moreno situations where they would get to fight the fourth fight because they would need a rubber match. You know, a rubber match in pro wrestling is like when there is a draw, like you win when the score is equal, we need a fight to make it uneven. So now Grasso is leading by 1.5. Valentino has 5. So if Valentino wins the trilogy, then that means that they both are equal. So they would need a fourth fight. I believe at this point they'll call it a quadology. I have no idea what they would call it. The fourth fight to determine who actually wins the title. So that means sometimes the division will be a bit stale. I don't know if that's going to happen. But here is a question.